Hello students, today we are going to study chapter 4th of class 9th English book Beehive. The title of this chapter is A Truly Beautiful Mind. This phrase has been used for Albert Einstein, a famous scientist who gave the theory of relativity. So let us see about him what has been given in this chapter. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm without any indication that he was destined for greatness. When he was a young child, no one could say that he is going to be a genius. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. His mother thought that he is not a normal boy and he cannot do anything. To her, his head seemed much too large. The size of his head was big when he was a child. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still was not talking. When he was 2.5 years old, even then he could not talk. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. When he learned to speak, he started speaking, he spoke any word 2 times. Einstein did not know what to do with other children and his playmates, called Brother Boring, so the youngster played by himself. Children of his age used to say him Brother Boring. He especially loved mechanical toys. When he was a child, he used to play with mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister Maja, he is said to have said, once there was his smaller sister, he was just born, and when he saw her, he said that fine, but where are her wheels? He thought that is a toy, and he was looking for the wheels, and he asked, where are her wheels? A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession would not matter. Everyone thought that Einstein is not going to be a successful person. So his headmaster also said to his father that it doesn't matter which subject Einstein chooses because this is a weak child, and so he will not be able to succeed in his future life. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to play, and later he was gifted amateur violinist, um, maintaining this skill throughout his life. He was a good violin player also. His mother inspired him to play the violin, and throughout his life he played well. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old. When Einstein was a very young child, 15 months old, that time his family moved to Munich. Munich is a place where his family moved. So Albert took admission in Munich school and scored good marks in almost every subject. Einstein hated school's regimentation. The rules and regulation of his school was very tough for Einstein, and he did not like the rules and regulation and discipline of the school. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stable that he left the school for good. He was feeling bored in the school and he left the school. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. Uh, when he left the school, just before that year, his parents went to another place, and Einstein was staying with his relatives. After prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German speaking Switzerland. After that, he went to Switzerland and he took admission there in a city which was more liberal than Munich, where there was no such rules and regulation and no difficult discipline for Einstein. So he took admission in the school of Switzerland. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics. He was a mathematical genius and interested in physics. And after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. Zurich is a name of place, and there was a university, and Einstein decided to take admission there. But science was not the only thing that appealed to dashing young man with the walrus mustache. Walrus mustache means a thick and hanging mustache. So not only science, he was the interesting subject of Einstein, but he liked many other subjects also. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Maric, whom he found to be a clever creature. There was a girl, Mileva Maric, whom he liked, and this young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degree. That was the only university in which girls could take degrees. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines, those people in his family and at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. Because other children of the university were very rude for Einstein, and so Einstein did not like other children, and he could not make friendship with others. Only he liked Mileva Maric, who was just like Albert Einstein. So they became friends, and the couple fell in love. Later on, they loved each other, and later survived in which they put their affection into words. And whatever they had to share their feeling, they used to write letters to each other. At that time, there was no phone, so they were sharing their feeling through the letters. Mixing science with tenderness, wrote Einstein. It was the good blend of science and love. And Einstein wrote, "How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion." Einstein says that I will be very happy and I will feel very proud when we both will bring our theory of relativity together. In 1900, in the year 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate, and he was unemployed at that time when he was graduated. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. Bern is a place where there was an office, and there he worked as a technical expert. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's invention, Einstein was in the habit of reading the inventions of the other scientists. During that time, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics, where he used to study. In that desk, there was a drawer. In that drawer, he put some papers, and to that drawer, he gave a name, Bureau of Theoretical Physics. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. In 1905, he gave the theory of relativity, and indeed, two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey, if one of them have been moving faster than the other. That is called the theory of relativity. According to him, if you set two clocks with different speeds, and after some times when you match the time, then you will find that both clocks are saying this different times, but clocks are same, but the time is different because of its speed, and so that is called the theory of relativity. There is a relationship between mass and energy, E equal to mc square. This was his formula, famous formula given by Albert Einstein. In this formula, E equal to energy, C equal to mass, and C is equal to the speed of light, which is about 3 lakh kilometer per second. You might have read about this formula in science. If you don't know, you can ask your physics teacher. Next, while Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in the physics, his private life was unraveling. He was not happy with his wife. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies, but his mother was against it. He was saying that I will marry after completing my study, but the mother of Einstein was saying that no, you should marry right now. She thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. The mother of Einstein was thinking that because Mileva is 3 years older than Einstein, so she is not good for him, and she is very old. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence, because Mileva was intelligent girl, and the mother of Einstein was not happy with Mileva. She is a book like you. Mother of Einstein used to say that Mileva is like Einstein. His mother said, Einstein, put the wedding off. But no, mother did not say this. Einstein decided, and he put the wedding off. He said that I will marry later. The pair finally married in January 1903 and had 2 sons. But a few years later, the marriage faltered. The marriage was not successful, and Mileva was bored from Einstein, and meanwhile, she was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. She was not happy with the married life. After years of constant fighting, the couple finally divorced in 1919. But Einstein married in the same year with his cousin Elsa. There was a cousin girl of her name was Elsa. She was the cousin of Albert Einstein, and Einstein married Elsa in the same year when he got divorced from Mileva. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame in 1915. He had published his general theory of relativity. Actually, he discovered this theory in 1905, but he published it for the public and for the scientist in 1915 with new interpretation of gravity. The concept of gravity was also included in that theory, which was published in 1915. An eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from the fixed stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. When he published his theory of relativity in 1915, just after 4 years, in 1919, there was a solar eclipse, and his theory of relativity was analyzed, and other scientists proved that his theory is correct. And what will be the nature of the light, that was already told by Albert Einstein in his theory of relativity, and that was proved correctly. This was a scientific revolution when his theory of relativity became true. So everyone thought that this is a scientific revolution. Einstein received Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He was showered with honor and invitation from all over the world and lauded by the press. Everywhere he became famous in newspapers and through media. He was praised very much, and he got fame all over the world. When Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to United States. In 1933, Einstein went to United States at that time because that was the reign of Nazis in Germany. And 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had now. They were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atom bomb. At that time, the discovery of atomic energy also happened, and scientists were afraid that if the Nazis will be able to make atom bomb, so they will do much destruction. So all of them were worried. At the urge of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to American President Franklin D. Roosevelt. At that time, there was Franklin D. Roosevelt was the American president, and a letter was written by Einstein on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned a single bomb of this type, it means atom bomb, if a single bomb you drop on a port, and because of its explosion might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. Not only port will be destroyed by a bomb, but surrounding territory, nearest region will also be destroyed. This is so powerful. But his words did not fail to have an effect. There was effect of his word, and when American army got to know the power of the bomb, atomic bomb, they secretly made the atomic bomb and they dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Einstein was deeply shaken. He felt depressed, and he was sad by the extent of the destruction. This time he wrote a public missive he wrote a public massive means letter. He wrote a public letter to United Nation. United Nation is a worldwide organization, and he wrote a letter, and in it he proposed the formation of a world government. In that letter he wrote that there should be a world government that should handle all over the world. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. But no one paid any heed to the urge which was made through the letter by Einstein. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics. He took interest in politics and agitating for an end to the arms buildup. He was not in favor of making the arms fight and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. Because he was very famous, so he decided that I should use my popularity to maintain the peace and democracy in the world. And he did that. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as scientist genius. Visionary means the person who has a broad vision, who has knowledge of the future time, what is going to happen, that is called visionary. So people considered him to be a visionary man, and he was a world citizen because he was thinking for the world, not only for his own country or for only his own family. But he was in opinion of making the world organization and their world government also, which should control all over the world, and there should not be any destruction. Even he was not in favor of making the atomic weapons. So this was all about Albert Einstein. Thank you.